Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to Riverside Stadium for Red River Athletic Conference series between the LSU Alexandria Generals and the UHV Jaguars. UHV comes in with a 34-13 mark overall and a 19-8 mark in the Red River. Meanwhile, the Generals right at 500, 23-23 overall, 16-11 in the Red River. UHV looking to snap a 5-game skid after dropping all 4 games last week and a midweek against Our Lady of the Lake, and then dropping 3 to the number 1 team in the land, LSU Shreveport. Let's go ahead and give you the lineups here now as we're shortly about to get underway. We'll start with the visitors from LSU Alexandria. Leading it off, the center fielder, number 15, Julian Kleber. Batting second, the left fielder, number 7, Zach Mangarelli. Batting third, the first baseman, number 27, Blaze Foote. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 32, Jackson Bernard. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 3, Desmond Dugas. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 28, Keegan Garcia. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 24, Landon Langley. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 10, Peyton Marcantel. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 5, Lane Pate. On the mound for the Generals is number 39, Will Weiss. The Jaguars will line up like this against Weiss. Leading off, the third baseman, number 7, DeAndre Torres. Christian Garcia will bat second and be the designated hitter. Catcher, Hal Perez, he bats third, marking his 102nd start at Riverside Stadium between the Jaguars and the Generals. The center fielder, number 0, Terry Burrell III, is batting cleanup. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 23, Rafael Gutierrez. In right field and batting sixth, number 25, Jose Montanez. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 40, Jackson Purcell. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 3, Kyle Barish. And the shortstop, number 2, Jean-Michael Gonzalez, rounds out the lineup for the Jaguars. The starter is the left-hander from Victoria, Brady Parker, looking to get back to his strong ways. He's on 99 strikeouts. Once again, that's the UHV starting lineup presented to you by Del Papa Distributing. All right, we'll take a break, and then when we come back, we'll get underway here at Riverside Stadium.
The NAIA reminds you that college sports do more than thrill and inspire us. They help prepare today's student athletes to be tomorrow's community leaders by teaching valuable skills like integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership, building character beyond the game. This message was brought to you by the NAIA.
Fans, please direct your attention to the game. Here for the ceremony and first pitch. This is to be like good six and universal miss. Graduation. It's also something that you to bring awareness of issues from blindly. Seeking to navigate this June in our instances. Make some doors for daily shipping. One more hand for daily shipping. It's here once again. And now to the Supreme Lions. Xavier, Lady, let's be real, number 15. Here. It's a big one. I told you the 15 minutes, really slow. I really put it to 6 per hour. Yes. Yes. You never see it. When you get to the same thing, you want it now. It's another one. On a distribution, very good. UHV Jaguars. Survey. Great score. And it's number 6. 2 7. And they're number 16. Pros. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it's going to be rise to remove your hats. Today, to perform the next anthem is the LSU Alexandria Elementary Choir under the direction of Ashley Wilson.
Now we're ready for action here at Riverside Stadium between the Generals and the Jaguars in a all-time series that is lengthy, to say the least. This marks the 79th meeting all-time between the two programs. This is the most common opponent for the Jaguars. Head coach Jonathan Stavinoy even said, they know us, we know them. So expect a good 3-game series starting right here on a beautiful Friday night in Victoria, Texas. 7:55 local time, 79 degrees, wind blowing out at 10 to 20 miles an hour to left field. Brady Parker getting the start today for the Jaguars. This the 13th start for the Victoria East product. He got to watch his alma mater take a 10-0 win over Fort Bend Kempner right before us. So we're ready to go here at Riverside. Julian Kleber will get things going, a 315 hitter, making his 44th start for the Generals. As I mentioned, come in with a 23-23 record overall, 16-11 in Red River Athletic Conference play. First pitch on the way, just outside for ball one. Here's the defense behind Brady Parker. Hal Perez, the catcher, waits on the 1-0. That one, same location, just misses 2-0. Rafael Gutierrez at first, Kyle Barish at second, 2-0 on the way. This one lifted into left field. Jackson Purcell gives way to Terry Burrell, who has it for out number one. Fly out to open the game. Finishing up the defensive alignment for the Jaguars, it's John Michael Gonzalez at short, DeAndre Torres at third. Left to right in the outfield, it's Jackson Purcell, Terry Burrell the third, and Jose Montanez. First pitch, a called strike to Mangarelli. Hitting .310 this season, making his 34th start. 0-1. Runs inside. Mangarelli, a 5'10" senior from Opelousas, Louisiana. Went to Opelousas Catholic. Waits on the 1-1. Just misses down. Parker behind, 2-1 in the count. Good crowd out here to open up weekend at the ballpark presented by Crossroads Bank. Foul ball, and it's 2-2. Yeah, it's weekend at the ballpark presented by Crossroads Bank. Free admission all weekend for this 3-game set. 2-2. Swing and a miss. That's strikeout number 100 in Brady Parker's season. So Brady Parker at 100 strikeouts. That ties the single season record set by Mason Longoria last year. First pitch is in there for a called strike to Blaze Foote. The 6'1" senior from Gonzales, Louisiana, went to East Ascension. Takes the 0-1 outside, ball one. Counts even. Foote, a 314 hitter. 44th start for him. 2-1 the count. After that one misses low. Foote, 25 RBIs this season. 2-1 ground ball to Gonzalez. Over in time for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Parker. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Jags coming up for the first time here at Riverside.
The NAIA Champions of Character is more than just a program. It's a commitment to values that inspire greatness on and off the field with integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership at the core. We're shaping student athletes, coaches, and fans to lead with purpose. It's a movement that goes beyond the sport, creating a culture of character that lasts a lifetime. Champions of Character, building character beyond the game.
The Riverside Team Gray.
DeAndre Torres will get things started for the Jaguars here as we go to the bottom of the first. No score at Riverside Stadium. He's facing Will Weiss. 4-2 win-loss record. First pitch outside to Torres. For Weiss this season, 4-2 win-loss record, 5.62 ERA, 1-0 on the way. Outside, 2-0. 13th start for him, 57 2/3 innings of work. He struck out 59, 2-0. That's outside, 3-0. Three on the way to Torres. Called strike on the outside corner, 3-1. Torres this season hitting .351, 48th start for the Eagle Pass native, 3-1. Misses for a walk. Christian Garcia digs in for the first time today. Still coming back from a hamstring injury. Just his fourth game back since then. And first pitch lines that one down into the wall. It's going to be extra bases for Garcia. Torres around third. It's an RBI triple for the professional hitter, Christian Garcia. Jags lead 1-0. That's exactly what you wanted if you're the Jaguars. Scoring first, the Jaguars are 28-2 when they score first. And they can still threaten here. Nobody out, and the runner on third is Christian Garcia after that RBI triple. First pitch to Hal Perez is high for ball one. Oh no, on the way from Vice. That's out high and outside. 2-0. Was also much needed for Christian Garcia. In the 4 games since coming back from injury, he was 1 for 9 at the plate. He was still leading the conference, hitting .469. Hal Perez takes a 2-0 for a called strike on the inside corner, 2-1. Likely going to be in the designated hitter role. Hal Perez hitting .317, as I mentioned, 102nd start at Riverside Stadium. And Mr. Victoria delivers an RBI single to make it 2-0. Jags out in front early. Well, that's exactly how you draw it up if you're head coach Jonathan Stavanoa. An early 2-0 lead on RBIs from Christian Garcia and Hal Perez, and the batter's now Terry Burrell. He shows bunt, pops it up, foul, and it's 0-1 to the Houston native. Burrell hitting .348 this season, 29 RBIs. He leads the team in triples with 3. A lot of speed and a lot of power in this left-handed bat. 0-1. Burrell shows bunt, pops that one up, but it's going to get down. It's 0-2. Like I mentioned, 79th meeting between these two teams. UHV's first ever game was against LSU Alexandria. 0-2 is high from Vice, 1-2. That game on February 9th in 2008, UHV won 8-0 in front of what was then a record crowd of 1,100 as fans in the Crossroads region got excited about college baseball coming to town. 1-2. Burrell, line shot through the right side. That's 3 consecutive hits, and the Jaguars still threatening. Nobody out for Rafael Gutierrez. We got a mound visit early on as Will Vice struggling. 3 consecutive hits for the Jaguars. Nobody out. The first 4 batters have gotten on. DeAndre Torres led off this inning with a walk and later came around to score on the RBI triple from Christian Garcia, who came home to score on Hal Perez's RBI single. And now the courtesy runner, Brady Thompson, stands on second for Perez. Terry Burrell on first with a single. Well, Vice still out there after Cody Gautreau came out and talked to him. First pitch called strike outside corner to Rafael Gutierrez. The graduate transfer from Jacksonville, Florida, hitting .301 this season. He's had a flair for the dramatic with runners in scoring position. Fouls back the 0-1. And it's 0-2. Gutierrez this season, 5 home runs, 30 RBIs. And when you talk about this UHV lineup, it's all about the depth. They can hit 1 through 9. And this is one of the dangerous bats. 0-2, that's high and outside, 1-2. It also looks like early on the Jags are being a lot more patient at the plate than maybe they were against LSU Shreveport in that top 15 matchup over in northern Louisiana. 1-2. That one roped, just foul. That one was dangerous. Waiting on Rafael Gutierrez. He helped UHV snap an earlier losing skid this season, 1-2. That's high, 2-2. With a 3-run home run against Texas A&M Corpus Christi as UHV would go on to win that game. They're second against the Division I opponent. 2-2. That one lined into center field. Thompson had to hold up. He wasn't sure, but the bases are loaded for Jackson Purcell. Or rather, Jose Montanez. Four consecutive hits for the Jaguars. The last 3 being singles. And the bases are loaded for Jose Montanez. First pitch misses inside. 1-0. You got to wonder how long of a leash that Will Weiss has. This is an important game for both teams as far as next week's Red River Athletic Conference tournament goes. 1-0 on the way. High chopper foul, 1-1. Good snag by Hayden Leopold. One year out of the game, you'd expect him to make that play. UHV's graduate assistant. 1-1. Jose Montanez grounds this one right side. They're going to try and turn 2, and they do. So no RBI for Montanez, but another run scores, and UHV leads 3-0. That'll bring up Jackson Purcell. Jackson Purcell takes the first pitch, called strike. The other interesting split for the Jaguars as Weiss gets ready to throw the 0-1 to Purcell. This one lifted, left field, but it'll hold. It looked good, had pop, but nothing there. But the Jags played 3 runs on 4 hits to take a 3-0 lead to the second. Jackson Bernard leads this off for LSU Alexandria. UHV leads 3-0 after a 3-spot. In the opening frame, Brady Parker goes to work. Breaking ball hangs up there and out of the zone, 1-0. Parker entering today, 7-2 win-loss record, 67 and a third innings pitched, 2.94 ERA. Check swing. Did he go? No. 2-0 now. Now he's up to 100 strikeouts, 2-0 on the way. Breaking ball misses, 3-0. 3-0 misses, and it's a walk. There's the first base runner for the Generals. An early mound visit as Brady Parker issued his 38th walk, which leads the team. 38 walks in a season. Parker trying to rein that in here. And now he'll face Desmond Dugas, a 259 hitter, in his 45th game for the Generals. Parker comes set. Waits and deals. That one misses high, I guess. It's 1-0. Have a different vantage point from up here in the press box at historic Riverside Stadium. 1-0. That one roped foul. Runner on first is Jackson Bernard. Reached on a walk. 1-1. Misses. 2-1. Slider just broke too far. 2-1. That runs in there and hits him. Parker has put the first two men on here in the second. King and Garcia now to the plate. His family's here in attendance as they only had to make a short drive up from Palacios, Texas, along the coast here in Matagorda. The 5'10" senior waits on the first pitch. It's a called strike. UHV's corner infielders playing for a bunt here from Garcia, making his 23rd start. He shows bunt, goes around, and it's 0-2. Victoria versus Palacios, 0-2 misses outside. Titans versus the Sharks. Wonder if Brady ever played against Palacios when he was at Victoria East. Probably not. 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Two on the way to Garcia. This one lifted, but right to the hands of Jean-Michael Gonzalez for out number 1. So the line out puts UHV with the potential for a double play. First pitch. Slider in there for strike 1. Landon Langley lines that one to Parker. And he's going to double off the runner at first. Brady Parker, PFP, baby. That's one way to get out of a jam. LSUA leaves a pair stranded. We go to the bottom of the second here at Riverside Stadium on the Jaguar Sports Network. Kyle Barish leads things off here as we go to the bottom of the second. UHV leads 3-0. And the El Campo native takes a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Kyle Barish, 208 hitter, 23rd start for the redshirt freshman, called strike 2 on the inside corner, 0-2. It's an 0-2 count. Outside, 1-2 from Will Weiss, who saw 7 batters in that first inning. DeAndre Torres with a leadoff walk, followed by an RBI triple by Christian Garcia, then Hal Perez, an RBI. Terry Burrell and Rafael Gutierrez with hits as well, and Jose Montanez drove in a run, won't get credited with an RBI on a double play. It's a 2-2 count now to Barish. The lefty Weiss deals. Barish fouls that one off, and he's staying alive. Next inning, we'll have a special guest, UHV interim head golf coach Taylor Dedman will come up. First ever in-game interview. 2-2 misses. It's 3-2. They're getting ready for their respective conference tournaments. There's a walk by Kyle Barish. So just like last inning, UHV gets a leadoff walk. That'll bring up Jean-Michael Gonzalez in a potential bunt situation. Shows bunt, drops it down, but it's foul behind home plate, 0-1. Jean-Michael Gonzalez is a player that the Jags really want to get going here down the stretch. 47th start for him, but the native of Bayamon, Puerto Rico, hitting .255. He's been an RBI machine, sort of, though. 28 RBIs this season for him. Vice taking his time. 0-1, misses high, 1-1. Also, a new addition here to Riverside Stadium is a pitch clock. It's situated on top of the first base dugout where LSUA is situated. Looks like a football play clock. 1-1. Michael goes around. It's 1-2. So you got to think that Jean Michael's going to be swinging away here. One, two. Ground ball up the middle, off the glove. It's going to be a tough play. Jean Michael beats it out. It's an infield single, and that'll turn the lineup over for D. Torres. So 2 on for DeAndre Torres. Nobody out. UHV threatening immediately again here in the home half of the second. Already up 3-0, 3 runs on 5 hits. Torres shows bunt, but thinks better of it, and it's 1-0. Torres started that 3-run rally for the Jaguars with a walk in the first. Later came around to score on a peppered triple to left center by Christian Garcia. 1-0. Bunt shown. It's called strike. Fans, make sure to let us know where you're watching from. Love to hear where everybody's taking in this game. It's a beautiful Friday across the country. 1-1 is fouled. It's a 1-2 count. Nobody out for Torres, who's looking to snap a slump. 1-2. That one's high. 2-2. Torres is 0 for his last 16. He'd love to come up big here. 2-2. That one runs inside. 3-2. And waiting on deck is the Red River leader in batting average, Christian Garcia. Payoff pitch. That one fouled back to the screen. We'll hold it 3-2. Mentioned UHV golf. The women's team picked up their first team win since 2021 this season. Meanwhile, the men are going for their 5th straight Red River Athletic Conference tournament title. 3-2. Fouled. And in and out of the glove of Mark Antel. We still have not told you the defensive alignment for the Generals. Mark Antel behind the plate, Foot at first, Langley at second, Ponte at short, Dugas at third, Mangarelli, Klebert, and Garcia in the outfield left to right. Payoff pitch once again. Fouled off. D. Torres having a good battle here. "45th pitch of Christian Garcia up with the bases loaded, and he's hit. Perez up with the bases loaded still after an RBI hit by pitch by Christian Garcia. It's a 1-0 count now to Hal Perez. 1-0. That one's down. Hal Perez, 1 for 1. He had an RBI single in the first part of that 3-run frame. UHV leads 4-0 now. Still threatening, bases loaded, nobody out. 2-0. Hal Perez puts that one into left field. 1 run will score. Torres waved around third. He'll score. Garcia into third. It's a 2-run double for Hal Perez. Two on, nobody out, and Terry Burrell lifts the first pitch he sees, foul. Burrell also 1 for 1. Singled his first time up. UHV with a couple of 3 spots here early on. As I mentioned, they are 28-2 when scoring first this season. Infield in, trying to take away a potential run. Burrell takes a called strike. It's 0-2. Well, Vice still in there. 0-2. That one's low. And in the dirt, it's 1-2. Also, the Jaguars, 23-4 at home this season. They're chasing more history, though. Sitting on 34 wins, that ties the program record. They need one more to break it. They've got a good start here. Three runs in the first and second, leading 6-0. Burrell swings through that one for out number one. First strikeout of the game for Will Weiss. And there's one gone for Rafael Gutierrez. Breaking ball misses on the first pitch, 1-0. Fans, make sure to join us this weekend. Weekend at the ballpark, presented by Crossroads Bank. Free admission all weekend. Homecoming and Senior Day festivities tomorrow. 1-0 is fouled. One to Rafael Gutierrez. He singled as well. UHV 6 runs on 6 hits. Gutierrez takes the 1-1 high and outside, 2-1. Homecoming weekend, plenty of alums in town. Gutierrez lifts this one. That's trouble. And that's down. It's all the way to the wall. It's extra bases. It's going to be a 2-run double for Rafael Gutierrez. Jags lead 8-0. Eight nothing our score. Jags hanging a 5 spot here in the second. First pitch on the way to Jose Montanez. He lines this one. Stumbling a little bit was Ponte, but he's able to make it for out number 2. Jackson Purcell, the 9th batter of the inning for UHV, who leads 8-0 here in the second at Riverside Stadium. Purcell takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Purcell, another one trying to snap a slump. He's 0 for 15 after a flyout. 0 for his last 15 after a flyout in the first. That one runs inside 2-0. But if you talk to him, you wouldn't know he was in a slump. I mean, just a great kid with a smile on his face all the time. He's from Moses Lake, Washington. Naturally, he's a Seahawks fan. We talked about their draft picks. He was ecstatic about it. Takes the 2-0 in there for called strike outside corner. Two one on the way. Purcell. There's a slump buster into right field. Gutierrez being waved home. The throw up the line. It's an RBI single for Jackson Purcell. Jags lead 9-0. Looks like we have a pitching change, our first of the day. We'll tell you more about the new pitcher when we come back.
Riverside Alexandria Generals, 2 minutes, no injury.
New pitcher into the game is a right-hander, number 14, Charlie Guidry, a sophomore from Addis, Louisiana, went to St. John High School. Guidry, 15th appearance for him, comes in with a 9.0 ERA, an 0.2 win-loss record, and he inherits a runner here in a 9-0 ball game as the Jaguars have batted around. Very happy to see Peter Hurlbrink from Perth, Australia, watching. His son Andrew, a very talented left-handed reliever. We've seen him come on as of late. Martha Barish watching, relative of Kyle Barish, who's at the plate, and that one runs in and it hits him. Two on, two out for Jean-Michael Gonzalez. Ground ball up the middle. That one skips off the glove of the pitcher, and it's going to be another infield single for Jean-Michael Gonzalez. Bases now loaded for DeAndre Torres. He's yet to make a statistical at-bat today. He's 0 for 2, or not 0 for 2. He's got 2 walks. That's what I was trying to say. That one runs inside, 1-1. It's been a long day at the ballpark already, and we're just into the second inning. UHV leads 9-0, 9 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Jaguars thus far. 1-1. Ground ball left side. Pati has it. He's going to go the short way to second for out number 3, and that'll do it. So Jags lead 9-0. We go to the third here at Riverside Stadium.
Something UHV Athletics. They didn't see it. And so when they told me.
Peyton Marcantel digs in for his first cuts today. A 6'2" senior from Eunice, Louisiana, swings through the fastball by Parker. It's 0-1. Marcantel, a 250 hitter, 31st start for the Eunice native. That one runs inside, and did it hit him? It did. Leadoff man on via the hit by pitch. Colin Ardois running at first base for the catcher, Marcantel. Lane Potty digging in. 289 hitter. 5'10" junior from Maurice, Louisiana. First pitch call, ball. Skips in there, 2-0. UHV leading 9-0, and this season, when scoring 8 or more runs, the Jaguars count goes to 3-0. The Jaguars are 10-1 when scoring 8 or more runs. They lead 9-0 right now. But Parker in danger of finding himself with traffic on the base path once again. It's a 3-0 count. Fastball in there, strike one, 3-1. After retiring the first 3 batters he faced, pitch on the way. That one just misses, ball 4. Julian Kleber up now. And just like the second inning, Parker issues a walk and a hit by pitch to put the first 2 men on. He'd love to have a similar end result as he got a couple of lineouts, including an inning-ending L1-3 double play. First pitch to Kleber is high, 1-0. Kleber, Thibodaux, Louisiana native, 0 for 1 today, flew out in his first appearance. Takes the 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. Parker steps off. Last home start for Parker this season, obviously, with this being the season finale. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Parker needs one more strikeout, and he would own the single season strikeout record. He's sitting at 100 after his strikeout of Zach Mangarelli in the first. 1-2. That one's lined into center field by Kleber. Being waved around third is Mark Cantel. The throw cut off at second, and it's an RBI single by Kleber. It's a 9-1 game. So the Generals pull one back. Make it a 9-1 game. First hit of the game for them as well. Parker, breaking ball in there. Strike one. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Parker easily ahead here against Mangarelli. His only strikeout victim today, 0-2. Breaking ball just misses. Perez tried to do his best to frame it, but it's 1-2. These two teams will have a noon doubleheader tomorrow here. 1-2. Ground ball to Parrish. On to second for 1. On to first. Not in time. So it's a fielder's choice, but they get the runner at second. There's another all-name team candidate right there, Blaze Foot. Foot takes the first pitch for a ball. As I mentioned earlier, head coach Jonathan Stavinoa said, we know them, they know us, and that's partly because they've met in the last 3 Red River Athletic Conference tournaments. Slider in there, 1-1. Last year, it was an elimination game, and the Jags trailed 6-2 heading into the 6th inning. Called strike 2. Runners on the corners. 1-2. Fouled. But it was Julian DeLeon with the sole home run in the 6th that sparked a rally. Swing and a miss. There it is. Brady Parker. Strikeout number 101 on the season. That is a new single season record. Then Levi Whitlock, a 2-run double, and Juan Perez, a 2-run home run in the 9th, led to the win last year. And then it was a run rule win with Zach Lee providing the walk-off in 2023 that led to UHV's first ever Red River Athletic Conference tournament championship. UHV went 4-0 that year. in Sterlington. 1-0. Call strike on the inside corner to Bernard. He walked his first time up. Nine-1 game. Harker 1-1. That one skips away. Karams, but scoring on the wild pitch is Patti. And it's a 9-2 game. So the Generals trying to spark a rally of their own. 3-1 as that one misses outside. A lot of fireworks here early on. We're just into the top of the third. 2 outs, runner on second, 3-1. Ground ball, left side. Jean-Michael Gonzalez takes it on a couple of hops. Throw, scooped out for out number 3, and that'll do it. But the Generals plate 2. It's a 9-2 game as we head to the bottom of the third here on the UHV Jaguars Sports Network. Welcome back here to Riverside Stadium, joined by a special guest, UHV interim head golf coach Taylor Dedman. First pitch to Christian Garcia is fouled back. Taylor, glad to have you on here. It's an exciting time for UHV golf with conference tournaments coming up, and first go round in conference tournaments as a head coach. Just how exciting is that for you?
Yeah, it's been a thrill. I just want to give credit to my kids. They've stayed patient. They've been very flexible with me throughout this transition. So I'm excited to see what we can do this postseason.
And, it's been a really good year for the women. 1-1 is in their first strike, 1 and 2 to Christian Garcia. He's got 2 RBIs today. First team win since 2021. The men obviously have been just gangbusters in the Red River. This one lifted up a mile high. Second baseman Langley has it for out number 1. But talk about what all they've been able to do this year.
With our team winning that event, the first one since 2021, it just shows exactly what we're capable of. Shows that we can go out there and compete anywhere we go. As far as our men, we stayed pretty steady on top of the Red River, and just shows that, once again, we have what it takes to go out there and compete at any time, in any place.
And Hal Perez up. First pitch he sees is a ball high. And the women, are getting ready to leave tomorrow to go to Missouri for the Continental Athletic Conference Championship. That's a mile high at the wall. No doubt. Hal Perez, a solo home run. UHV leads 10-2. Who else would it be? Hal Perez with his 7th home run of the season. We'll finish that thought in a minute, Taylor. But just how exciting is it to get to go to a place like Missouri?
Yeah, we play most of our events down here in Texas, which is awesome because there's a lot of great competition and great golf courses. But for these girls to get to experience the tournament, especially the conference championship outside of Texas, it's pretty exciting. And I'm excited to see how we do in a different setting and a different vibes and different tone.
And the men, you're going. It's the first time in a while that the conference tournament hasn't been hosted here at Riverside. How exciting is that to get to challenge yourselves against a new course like the Golf Club of Texas on the west side of San Antonio?
Yeah, for sure. It's a great venue over there at the Club of Texas. Just staying with what we've been working on this semester, and just knowing that we can go out there and compete should be no different than playing out at home. Maybe even give us a little bit of a better mindset since we do travel for most of our tournaments. So we're just going to treat it as nothing different, just treat it as a normal tournament, but just have that confidence that we can go out and win it.
And how can fans support y'all on this journey for y'all, both the women and the men?
Yeah, the biggest thing is just to keeping us up with us in live scoring. You can find that out on our Instagram or on our Twitter or on our UHV Athletics website. Give us that support. Go follow along in our live scoring and see how we do.
All right, Taylor, we thank you so much for joining us up here. We wish you all best of luck. 2-2 misses inside 3-2. And we'll be looking forward, hopefully, some more hardware coming back to Victoria here shortly.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sam.
So Terry Burrell has worked the count full 3-2. Ground ball right side. Foot has it, and he'll step on the bag himself. For out number 2, then brings up Rafael Gutierrez. Rafael Gutierrez, 2 for 2 today. He's up. Fouls the first pitch over into UHV's dugout. Who made that snag? Oh, that was Jackson Olshock making the snag off the net. Gotta love it. You want to talk about another good clubhouse guy, Jackson. 0-1. Breaking ball, called strike on the inside corner. It's 0-2. Hal Perez with a solo home run. He made it a 10-2 game for the Jaguars. 10 runs on 10 hits through the first 3 innings so far. 0-2. That one skips away, and it's blocked by Mark Quintel. I mentioned a couple of guys in slumps for UHV as a team in the last couple of weeks. It's been rough, 2-2. Over the last 4 games, UHV was hitting 117 before today. That was 13 for 111, and they were held to 5 runs over the last 4 games. 2-2. This one lifted shallow right field, but charging on is Garcia in right field for out number 3, and that'll do it. But Hal Perez answers with a solo home run to left field. And the Jags lead 10-2 as we go to the 4th here at Riverside.
UHV Athletics. Distributed for their own team. And big tool. Their level team the small scene. Okay, Page Incorporated. CS Companies. Open to Dealers Incorporated. Be confident, be confident. We will go up to the one. Here, we easy time. Thank you. The ability to say it's not to say opportunity. So, we continue at the existence. I might say, And basically, what was the still too long to forward. It's a long forward. Leave there in the game at second base, number 8. Ball Rhymes. Leading off the third baseman, number 2, Lucas.
We go to the fourth and a defensive change for the Jaguars as the 1-0 misses to Desmond Dugas. Juan Perez enters the game at second base and he'll hit for and John Michael Gonzalez's spot. D. Torres shifts to shortstop and Barish moves from second to third. 3-1 now to Dugas, who's hit by a pitch his first time up. It's a 10-2 game. Parker, fastball on the outside corner, count goes full. Three-two. Called strike three. Strikeout number 102 this season for Brady Parker.
Yeah.
Keegan Garcia, first pitch, grounded to Barish, who's over to third. Throw picked out for out number 2. Good pick there by Rafael Gutierrez. I know head coach Jonathan Stavanoa said with this being senior weekend, he'd love to try and get Juan Perez, a senior and a gold glover, into the game if he could. And with UHV holding a healthy 8-run lead here in the fourth, seems like as good a time as ever. 1-0's in there for a called strike, 1-1. Now 1-2. Parker up to 3 strikeouts today. Set a new single season record. He's now at 102. 1-2. High. Count evens 2-2. Two runs on 1 hit for the Generals. Pitch on the way. It's a hard hit foul ball into the parking lot. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning, 4th of the game for Brady Parker. Jags lead 10-2.
Single season strikeout record He is up to 100 straight down the streets. So anyway, still here. We don't have a member of the Jack and the students today, not today. And it's not always I think we did. The senior national championship. It won't be sense. That's the long to be a good. Anyway, we have a good home achievement. But it's such a saying, it's slogan. Yeah, the word giver.
Jose Montanez leads it off for the Jaguars. As Charlie Guidry still out there. UHV leads 10-2. Jose Montanez is ahead 2-0. Montanez. Chopper foul. Hayden Leopold makes a play again on the first base side. How about that from the bald eagle? He's going to be happy to see a lot of his former teammates. 2-1 called strike on the inside corner. It's 2-2 to Montanez. He's 0 for 2 today. He did drive in a run, though he won't get credited with an RBI after grounding into a double play. This one lifted center field. Kleber gives way to Mangarelli, the left fielder, for out number 1. Purcell lifts that one. Did he get it? No, he did not. One step onto the warning track is Mangarelli for out number 2. Looked like he got it, but he didn't. Kyle Barish in now takes the first pitch, breaking ball inside for ball 1. 1-0 to Barish. That's high, 2-0. Waiting on deck is the new second baseman, Juan Perez. 2-0. Now 3-0 after that one misses. Barish trying to reach base for a third time today, and he does just that. So 2-out walk by Kyle Barish. Turns the bat over to Juan Perez, who takes called strike one. Perez, 294 hitter. 30th game this year for the senior from Waller, Texas, a product of Lassen College, which also produced none other than head coach Jonathan Stavanoa. The Lassen Cougars. 0-1. That one blocked nicely there by Mark Intel. So it's a 1-1 to Perez. He's one of 9 seniors who will be honored tomorrow between the doubleheader for Senior Day. 1-1 outside, 2-1. Perez this season, he's drawn 19 walks. Wouldn't hate it if he did it here with 2 outs. Working with a 2-1 count. Now 3-1. Three one count for Charlie Gidry. He deals. And Juan Perez, did he get enough of it? No, the ball's going to hang up in this wind, and that'll do it. So Jags go scoreless in the 4th. They lead 10-2, though, here on the Jaguar Sports Network. Peyton Marcantel leads it off for the Generals here. In the top of the 5th, first pitch from Brady Parker is a fastball in there for a strike. Marcantel was hit by a pitch and later came around to score back in the 3rd. One misses in the dirt. Also, David, we see you from Pineville, Louisiana. We do have love for Central Louisiana. 1-1. Check swing held up, 2-1. Got to make my first trip to Central Louisiana last year with UHV softball. Underrated part of the country, 3-1 now. Then again, I might be biased to Louisiana a little bit. Great food, great music, great culture all around. 3-1. Misses off the outside corner. It's ball 4 and a leadoff walk for Peyton Marcantel. And Ponte up now. And first pitch he sees is a ball. That's the fifth hit by pitch or walk this game by Parker. Finds his own there with a 1-0, 1-1. Parker's issued 3 walks now in this game. 1-1. Just inside. 2-1. Last weekend at this historic ballpark, 2-1. Misses low, 3-1. Constructed in 1947 as a new venue for the Dodgers AA affiliate, the Victoria Rosebuds. Got to see a lot of noteworthy names come through. I'm going to have to defer to Director of Athletics Ashley Wallachow for a lot of those names. 3 and 2s in there, or 3 1s in there. Makes it 3 and 2, full count here with nobody out. This one chopped, foul. That was going to be dangerous. Barish was playing back, and that was in no man's land. Three, two, line foul, watch out in the first base on deck circle, Julian Kleber. As I mentioned, UHV sits in second in the Red River. Payoff pitch once again. Breaking ball does not break, and it's back-to-back walks issued by Parker. So 2 on, nobody out for the top of the order. Julian Kleber up. He had an RBI single. Head coach Jonathan Stavanoa coming out. There's nobody in the bullpen, so this is just a mound visit for Stav to go out and calm down his junior lefty. But UHV in second. With their 19-8 overall record. The number 1 team in the country, LSU Shreveport, they've locked up the conference title entering this weekend. They're 44-0 and 27-0 in Red River Athletic Conference play. Just a humdrum season by the Pilots. Meanwhile, LSUA is 1 spot out of third. That's currently a tie between Olu and Texarkana. First pitch to Kleber is high. Kleber 1 for 2. He had an RBI single his last time up. It's part of that 2-run frame in the third. 1-0's in there for a called strike. So for the Generals, they need to try and find a win and hope Olu and Texarkana both lose. I guess Kleber's hit by a pitch, and that's going to load the bases here with nobody out. Well, don't look now, but there's a chance to make this an interesting ball game. That one runs inside to Zach Mangarelli. Reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. He's 0 for 2. He struck out in the first. Parker's in dire need of a ground ball here. One 0. That one misses low. 2-0. Now action stirring in the UHV bullpen, kind of fervent. Warm-ups. Ryan Rodriguez warming up. That one gets away. Hal Perez unable to get there, and one run will score. Peyton Marcantel comes home, and both runners advance behind him. It's a 10-3 game on the wild pitch. It's a 10-3 game. Brady Parker, 3-0. Outside ball 4. Third walk of the inning for Parker, and the bases are loaded once again. Parker looked to be cruising. Entering this inning, he had retired the last 5 batters he had faced. And that one runs in and hits him. Brady Parker has lost control. It's a 10-4 game. Bases loaded, nobody out for Jackson Bernard, who with one swing could make this a 2-run ball game. It's 4 runs on 1 hit for the Generals. Al Perez going to settle down the junior lefty. And that's what Parker needs to do. He's got to just calm down. We've seen him do it before. He opened the season with a no-hitter here against Wiley University. And now he's in a massive pickle. Jackson Bernard, he's 0 for 1, a walk and a ground out on his ledger. First pitch to him is low. Fastball in there, strike 1. Well, now you got to wonder how long Parker's leash is. 1-1. Swing. And a foul tip. Parker trying to find the zone. One, two, misses. Goodness gracious. RRAC after dark. That one gets away, but the friendly confines of Riverside leave a carom right back to Hal Perez, who then trying to do his best Luka Doncic impression and no look pass it to Brady Parker. It's 3-2 now. Nowhere to put him. A walk would bring the tying run into the on-deck circle. 3-2. Ground ball through the right side. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. It's a 10-6 game on a 2-run single by Jackson Bernard. Parker's day is done. After giving up 4 runs, and he's responsible for the 2 on base. We'll have 6 runs total, 4 runs here in this inning alone. And that'll do it. We'll have more on the new pitcher when we come back. Pitcher in the game is number 28, Ryan Rodriguez, for the Jaguars, a redshirt freshman from Needville High School. Off the road on 59 this season. Rodriguez has been good. 5 appearances, no earned runs allowed, 4 2/3 innings of work. And he struck out 8. Had a really good showing against Shreveport. And that's what's giving him this opportunity here in a high leverage situation, as he will inherit 2 runners in a 10-6 ball game facing off against Desmond Dugas, who's 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch in his first at bat, pops up the first pitch foul and over the roof at Riverside. But Brady Parker's day is done. 4 innings. He's responsible for the 2 runners on. Five walks, 4 strikeouts, 6 runs on his ledger right now, but the book is not closed on the junior lefty from Victoria. Pitch on the way. That one fouled. Ryan Rodriguez doing a good job going after Dugas here. That's kind of what you want to see. You want to see those competitive pitches that are going to tempt guys to chase, especially in an 0-2 count. Try and stay alive. Maybe you get a whiff. 0-2. Breaking ball. Tempted Dugas again, but he held up wisely. It's a brand new ball game, though. 10-6 our score. 6 runs on 2 hits for the Generals. Swing and a miss. Ryan Rodriguez, his 9th strikeout of the year. Much needed first out of the inning comes on a strikeout from Ryan Rodriguez. And now the batter is Keegan Garcia. He's searching for his first hit today. 0 for 2, ground out and a line out. Breaking ball in there, 1-1. Now 1-2 after that foul ball. Now it's going to be a bullpen the rest of the way for the Jaguars. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts by Ryan Rodriguez, and there's 2 gone here in this inning. How about that? 10 strikeouts on the year now for Rodriguez. Breaking ball too high, 1-0. Breaking ball in there, 1-1. He's shown really good command with that breaking ball, being able to get the inside corner. Now you got to wonder what he's going to do here on this 1-1. Is he going to try and get him to go outside and expand the zone? That one's fouled. It's 1-2. One-two count from the redshirt freshman. This one lifted center field. Terry Burrell charging in. He has it. And Ryan Rodriguez comes in and does his job and limits the damage. But it's a new ball game. Jags lead 10-6 after a 4-run frame by the Generals. We go to the bottom of the 5th here at Riverside Stadium.
We offer the Jaguars. Riverside.
The shortstop, DeAndre Torres, leads it off for the Jaguars. They're going to look to get some more insurance runs after the Generals blew up an 8-run lead for the hometown team. It's 10-6 now. 0-1 to Torres, misses. It's still Charlie Guidry out there. He's looked good. Only 1 run allowed by Guidry. 1-1 is in there. Good fastball. Torres 0 for 1, couple of walks for him as we go to the 5th. That one high and inside, 2-2. It was a 3-run first, 6-run second, and then a solo home run by Hal Perez in the 3rd. That one runs in and hits Torres, and he'll be the leadoff man is on for the Jaguars. Christian Garcia up with D. Torres on first. First pitch to Garcia is outside, 1-0. 2 RBIs for Garcia. He's 1 for 2 at the plate today. He got the scoring started with a RBI triple back in the first. 1-0 to Garcia. Fouls that one back 1-1, but that was a good swing right there. Garcia is back to seeing the ball really well after a month-long hiatus. Likely will be DHing this whole series. We'll see, though. 1-1. That one's down 2-1. Garcia, before going down with the injury, had reached in the first 29 games he had played for the Jaguars after transferring from Western Kentucky. Check swing, he holds up on a ball low and away, 3-1. He extended that to 30 against Olu. 3-1. Misses, and it's a walk for Garcia. There's a base open for Hal Perez, and if you're Cody Gautreau, you might want to use it. Pitch on the way. That one's high. Why is that? Well, that's because Hal Perez is just a triple shy of the cycle. Man, what a time this would be to get his first triple of the year. And I'd have to go back and look, and possibly his first career triple, at least with UHV. The only other player to hit for the cycle at UHV was Raul Lopez. He did that against Texas College last year. 1-0. Perez fouls that one back, 1-1. That one was kind of funny. He ripped a ball into the gap. UHV was leading big already. There wasn't a need to really exacerbate the situation, extend the lead anymore. But Raul held up at first, even though he could have easily got into second. It's 1-2 now after Perez swings through that one. Last time up for Perez, he homered. He's 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs in his 102nd start at Riverside Stadium between the Texas Collegiate League and UHV. Called strike 3, or yeah, the umpire missed the count there. Well, that shows why I don't get paid the big bucks. Said maybe you want to put Hal Perez on, but Charlie Guidry does a good job, gets Hal Perez looking. Now it's Terry Burrell. This one high and foul ground. Marcantel can't make that play as that one bounces into the stands. It's 0-1. Burrell 1 for 3. A single, a strikeout, and a ground out for the Houston native, transfer from Ranger College. Oh, 1 to Burrell. Swings through that one. 0-2. Putting on deck is Rafael Gutierrez. Scores 10-6. UHV scored 9 unanswered runs. Then it was 2 by the Generals in the third. That one runs inside. Did Burrell get hit? No. It's 1-2. 2 by the Generals in the top of the third. Hal Perez responds with a solo home run, his 7th of the year. That leads the team. But then a 4-run top of the 5th by the Generals has this game a lot closer than it seemed a few minutes ago. It's 2-2 now to Burrell. Two to Burrell. That's high, 3-2. Now Burrell was mixed up on the call. Now he's got to hurry up. And smartly, head coach Jonathan Stavanoa called timeout there to avoid the action clock and potentially a called strike 3 on Burrell. It's a full count for Terry Burrell, the third. Guidry deals. That one's high. Ball 4, bases loaded. So bases loaded now for Rafael Gutierrez. And if you've been following UHV baseball, you've seen this before. It's an 0-1 count now after that called strike on the first pitch from Guidry. He hit a go-ahead grand slam against Texas A&M Texarkana. Swings through that one. He's behind 0-2. This is a dangerous part of the lineup for UHV with a lot of power. 5 home runs from Gutierrez. Takes that one high, 1-2. Then waiting right behind him is Jose Montanez, who has 6. 1-2. This one lifted. Well, foul, 1-2. Pitch on the way. One's outside, 2-2. Torres at third. Swing and a miss for out number 2. Now bases loaded for Jose Montanez. 2 gone in the inning. Bases still loaded. Breaking ball in there. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Montanez had a multi-home run game against John Melvin the last time UHV was here. 0-1. That one skied into right field. Garcia lost it for a second, gathered, and UHV straightens the bases loaded. We go to the 6th, 10-6 our score. UHV leading. Peyton Marcantel leads it off, and he got things started for that 4-run 5th inning for LSUA. He walked, later came around to score. And that's what chased Brady Parker out of this game. First pitch, he sees, he lifts this one. Ranging over is Terry Burrell from center, and he has it for out number 1. Now it's Lane Potty with 1 gone. That was the first statistical at bat for Peyton Marcantel. And Potty puts a 1-out single through the left side and into left field to turn the lineup over. First hit given up by Ryan Rodriguez. Kleber was hit by a pitch his last time up. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. That came back in the 3rd. First pitch from Rodriguez misses low. One 0. That one also misses low. It's 2-0. Brady Parker's final line: 4+ innings, 2 hits, 6 runs, 6, all of which earned, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. He is not in line for the win. 2-0, swing and a miss. Should this game go the distance to 9, Parker would not be in line for a win, going only 4 innings. Two one, swing and a miss. 2-2. Pickoff attempt. Busy week coming up for all of UHV athletics. 3-2, check swing. No, he did not go. Full count now to Julian Kleber. 5'8" senior from Thibodaux, Louisiana. Payoff pitch from Rodriguez. Called strike 3. How about that? 3 strikeouts in an inning and 2/3 so far for Ryan Rodriguez. Breaking ball in there, strike 1. It's kind of working in reverse. Has a lot of confidence in that breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Ryan Rodriguez comes set. He's ready to deal the 0-2. This one poked into left field. It's a base hit with 2 outs for Zach Mangarelli. Two out, 2 on for Blaze Foot. He was hit by a pitch the last time up. Lifts this one. Terry Burrell drifts over into left center, and he has it for out number 3. Ryan Rodriguez works around a couple of hits. Strands 2. Scoreless frame for him. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Here at Riverside Stadium, UHV leads 10-6 on the Jaguars Sports Network.
Jackson. So.
Jackson Purcell leads it off, and whoa, heads up. Rather, heads down. That one right at his head. 1-0. Ground ball right side. Doubled up by Langley over to first in time for out number 1. Kyle Barish takes the called strike. He's also looking for his first statistical at bat. Couple of walks and a hit by pitch for him today. 0-1 misses 1-1. It'll be a good day tomorrow for baseball. I have 85 tomorrow. 2-1 now. Gotta love the weather we've been having lately. 10-6 our score, 2-1 on the way. Barish lines that one to the third baseman. It's off of Dugas's glove. That's going to be a base hit. It's actually going to go down as an error on Dugas. Juan Perez takes the first pitch for a ball. First error of the game by either team. It's been a fairly clean game so far in terms of errors, but a 4-run fifth inning by LSU Alexandria was sparked by walks. It's 2-0 now. Three walks, 2 hit by pitches there in the fifth. 2-0 on the way to Juan Perez. Now 3-0. Juan Perez, he flied out his first time up back in the fourth. Called strike on the 3-0. Three-one. Runner goes. That one's down. Ball 4. Well, is this going to be a pitching change or is this just a mound visit by LSU Alexandria head coach Cody Gautreau in his 4th season? Earlier this year, picked up his 100th win. Good to see that. Talked with him before the game and, in good spirits. His team is much like UHV. They love to go to Sterlington. As I mentioned, UHV and LSUA have met in each of the last 3 Red River Athletic Conference tournaments. And 2 of those, 2022 and 2023, were in the championship round. It's just a mound visit. It's Charlie Guidry's inning 4 now. Although I can see a number of LSUA guys standing in the bullpen, at least one of them throwing. Appears as though UHV has double barrel action in its bullpen. Looks like Andrew Hurlbrink throwing is what in there, trying to figure out who the righty is throwing. Justin Morales. First pitch to Torres is a called strike. 0 for 1, hit by a pitch, walk, and 2 walks for Torres today. He's got 2 on here with 1 out. a one-time 1-1. Torres came to UHV by way of Alvin Community College. Pickoff attempt. Parrish is back into second safely. It's Parrish on second and Juan Perez on first. One. This one skied into right field, foot under it, and has it for out number 2. Brings up Christian Garcia. 1 for 2. Couple RBIs. Had an RBI triple to open the scoring back in the first. Felix had a pitch low. Now looking to do some more damage here, potentially pick up his third RBI of the game. 1-0. This one lifted, but playable for the left fielder, Mangarelli. That'll do it. UHV strands a pair. We go to the 7th, 10-6 our score here at Riverside Stadium.
Jaguars 17. Students Maryland. And so us big looking that this is on the team. Who brings a quick or push an option right for tickets, still tickets. They actually launch out and it's on the 48 2 more. It's on the 2. Moving on to the Generals, the designated hitter number 32.
New pitcher in the game is right-hander Justin Morales, a senior out of Corpus Christi, Texas. The final line on Ryan Rodriguez, who is in line for the win. 2 innings of work, 2 hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts. First pitch is a strike from Justin Morales. Morales comes into today with a 5.06 ERA, 1-2 win-loss record. 15th appearance for him, all of which out of the pen, 16 innings of work for the product of Flower Bluff, and he's ahead 0-2. Morales coming on in relief behind Ryan Rodriguez. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike, and Perez will complete the out. That's the 15th strikeout from Morales this season. Desmond Dugas fouls the first pitch. This is kind of a reverse order that we've seen out of the pen. Normally it's been Andrew Hurlbrink to lefty coming in. He's had really good stuff as of late. But Stavadona electing to go with Justin Morales. Check swing. No. 1-1. Dugas 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts and a hit by pitch today for the Iowa, Louisiana native. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Morales deals. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Morales. Keegan Garcia up now, the left-hander from Palacios, Texas. 0 for 3, strikeout, ground out, and a line out. Whoa, heads up. Swings through that one, and the bat went flying. He's going to need some more pine tar on that one. It is a humid day, so that kind of makes some sense. As we start to creep towards the summer, the South Texas humidity is coming in. You know what they say? It's not the heat, it's the humidity. High chopper, fair ball. And it's a 3 unassisted, put out a 1-2-3 inning by Justin Morales. We go to the 7th inning stretch here. UHV leads 10-6. Al Perez leads it off here in the bottom of the seventh, 1-0 count. That breaking ball misses inside. Charlie Guidry out. He took over with 2 gone in the second. And Hal Perez ahead 3-0 now. 3-0. Ball 4. Hal Perez, a leadoff walk. Leadoff walk brings up Terry Burrell the third. He walked his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Reached base twice. Shows bunt here. Pulls back, takes ball 1 from Guidry. Guidry, a sophomore right-hander from Addis, Louisiana, has looked good after taking over in the second for starting pitcher Will Weiss. It's 2-0 now to Burrell. Will Weiss went 1 2/3, gave up 8 hits, 9 runs, all of which earned, and 3 walks with just 1 strikeout. Two-0. In there, strike 1. UHV stranded the bases loaded in the 5th. Stranded a couple in the second. There's a good bunt. Burrell, he's going to beat it out. It's an infield bunt single. How about that? Not the best bunt, but it worked. Two on for Rafael Gutierrez. Nobody out. UHV looking to threaten here. Once again, runner in scoring position. That one runs in and hits him. Bases are now going to be loaded. We could have a pitching change here. And I think we will. That is the case. We will have another pitching change here as Charlie Guidry's day is done. We'll have more on the new pitcher when we come back here on the Jaguar Sports Network. New pitcher in the game is number 6, Shea Thibodeau, a 6'1" junior from Napoleonville, Louisiana. First pitch from him is outside to Jose Montanez. Thibodeau, a 4.50 ERA, 14th appearance for him, 1-1 win-loss record in 24 innings of work. 1-0 is high, 2-0. Bases are loaded for Jose Montanez as Thibodeau inherits a jam with no outs. Infield playing in. Here in a 4-run game, 10-6, UHV leads. Jose Montanez pops this one up. Marcantel gives it a look, but it's out of play. 2-1. It's Brady Thompson on third, Terry Burrell on second, and Rafael Gutierrez on third. That one's outside, 3-1. Nowhere to put Jose Montanez here with this 3-1 count. Nobody out. Swing and a miss, 3-2. It was a good comeback pitch there by Thibodeau. Three-two. That one fouled off. We'll hold it 3-2. As I mentioned, Jose Montanez, 6 home runs this year. That's second on the team. 3-2. There's a hard shot down the line into the wall. 1 run scores. Being waved around third is Terry Burrell. Held up at third is Gutierrez. It's a 2-run double by Jose Montanez. Jags lead 12-6. A big 2-run double there by Jose Montanez. And Jackson Purcell takes the first pitch for a ball. It took a little while, but the Jags have finally responded to that 4-run 5th inning. Purcell pops this one up and out of play. It's 1-1. Purcell 1 for 4 with an RBI. He had a single during that 6-run 2nd inning for the Jags. 1-1. Purcell swings at that off-speed pitch, 1-2. Still nobody out. And Purcell would like to pick up his second and potentially third RBIs today. Corner infielder still in. That one lined up the middle. It's a base hit. 1 run will score. Jose Montanez being waved. The throw all the way to the wall. It's going to be a single, an RBI single for Purcell, advancing on the throw. Jags lead 14-6 now. And they could potentially walk this off via the run rule here in the 7th. Nobody out. Runner on second. Kyle Barish, the batter. First pitch called strike from Shea Thibodeau. On one now to Barish. That closes the book on Guidry. Breaking ball in there, 1-2. 5 1/3 for Guidry. 3 hits, 5 runs, all of which earned. As UHV has broken this game back open, 14-6 our score. Kyle Barish waves at that one. Drop third strike for out number 1. On Perez up with 1 gone following that strikeout by Barish. It's the first time he's been retired today. First statistical at bat for him. First pitch to Juan Perez is a called strike. 0 for 1 with a walk and a fly out. Hitting in place of the shortstop John Michael Gonzalez, who was 2 for 2, but was lifted when UHV had its first 8-run lead. Breaking ball in there, 0-2. Juan Perez homered off the Generals last year in the conference tournament. That one gets away. Wild pitch is going to advance. Runner to third. So now a really good RBI opportunity for Juan Perez. That was a 2-run home run that he hit to complete the comeback from 6-2 down. Swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Thibodeau. DeAndre Torres, the batter, with 2 gone, runner on third. Torres waves at the first pitch, a fastball, 0-1. Torres 0 for 2, lifts this one foul. It's 0-2 now. Couple of walks, hit by a pitch. Flew out his last time up in the 6th. He's the 8th batter of the inning for UHV here in the 7th, as they put up a 4-spot to lead 14-6 in the 7th. That one skips, and Torres takes. It's 1-1. or 1-2. That one runs inside. Now 2-2. UHV just 2 runs away from potentially ending this game here in the 7th. Torres lines that one right to the right fielder Garcia. And that'll do it for the Jags in the 7th. But they plate 4 runs and they lead 14-6 as we go to the 8th here at Riverside Stadium.
The Generals, the second baseman, then Langton.
To the 8th we go. UHV leads 14-6 after a 4-run 7th inning. It's going to be bottom third of the order due up for the Generals, who has shown their ability to score in bunches. They had a 4-run 5th inning that made it a 10-6 game at the time. Yes, Caleb, we see you doing great work as LSUA's SID. He's getting ready to co-host the Red River Athletic Conference softball tournament. First pitch is in there for a strike to Langley. He's 0 for 3. He lined out into a double play to end a threat in the second. 0-1. Breaking ball from Morellis. Misses. It's 1-1 now. Mike Yoakum with the Victoria Generals. We see you as well. Thank you for tuning in. 1-1. Misses. 2-1. Earl Brink still warming for the Jaguars. Nobody warming in the pen for the Generals at the moment. 2-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Defensive change for the Jaguars entering the game in right field is the freshman Brady Thompson. He's been used as a courtesy runner for the catcher Hal Perez. Today, he takes over for Jose Montanez, a defensive change in right field. A freshman from Baytown, Texas, 2-2 fouled off. Went to Barbers Hill High School. The Eagles on the east side of Houston. This game was originally scheduled to start at 7, but the Victoria East Fort Bend Kempner game ran a little long. 2-2 fouled. But Victoria East walked it off in run rule fashion. They're going to play Victoria West, their crosstown rival, for the district championship tomorrow. Two. Called strike 3. Even though this is an 8-run game, if Morales goes the distance behind Rodriguez, he would get a save. Swing and a miss there by Mark Intel. He's 0 for 1. Walk and a hit by pitch. 2 runs scored for him. Mark Intel, 6'2" senior from Eunice, Louisiana. Takes the 0-1 outside. Mentioned the Red River Athletic Conference softball tournament. UHV softball has their season finale doubleheader up in Austin tomorrow against Houston Tillotson. 1-1 misses. Or was it a call? It was a called strike. Missed that one. So it's 1-2. After that, UHV will be the 4 seed, and they'll face Texas A&M San Antonio. 1-2. Line shot through the right side. Base hit for Mark Intel with 1 out. His first hit of the game. Lane Ponte up with 1 on, 1 gone here in the 8th. Takes first pitch low for ball 1. Ponte 1 for 1 with a single and a couple of walks and a couple of runs scored. Ponte, a junior, 5'10" from Maurice, Louisiana, takes called strike 1 there. 1-1. 6 runs on 5 hits, 1 error for the Generals. The Jaguars, 14 runs, 13 hits, 0 in the error column for them. 1-1 misses 2-1. But the 14 runs is a welcome change after a struggle last week in 4 games, held to just 5 runs over those 5 games, including a shutout in game 3 against LSU last week. That's just the 3rd shutout for UHV's offense this season. It's 2-2 after that foul ball. And UHV can also start counting the outs. This one lifted right field. Brady Thompson is there for out number 2.
Center fielder number 15, Julian Kleber.
UHV now just 4 defensive outs from a record-setting day. The Jags have been sitting on 34 wins. That ties the school record. They'd love to break it And with one win, they would shore up the second seed in the Red River Athletic Conference tournament. First pitch to Julian Kleber is a ball. Kleber 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. He was also hit by a pitch and later came around to score in the fifth. Two 2-0. Morales, possibly the highlight of his career, right up there with all tournament team honors, as he finds his own there on the 2-0 pitch, 2-1 now. But right up there has to be picking up the win against Texas A&M Corpus Christi on the road on March 25th, 2-2. Morales trying to work around a one-out single. 2-2 to Kleber. Fouled. We'll hold it 2-2. UHV has already broken the shutout record with 8 this season. I'd love some more record. Breaking pitch just outside, 3-2, counts full. And Mark can tell at first he'll get a head start here with 2 outs. Morales waits and deals. This one popped up. Terry Burrell has a beat on it. A few steps in for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Jags lead 16-4 here on the Jaguar Sports Network.
Wait until the big audience is just here again tomorrow as part of vision is free. Well, it's going senior day. Senior day, but really, day one, day two. Was here, but still confused, breaks, and more. Number 6. Seattle.
Christian Garcia leads it off for the Jaguars here in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch is high, ball 1 to Garcia. 1 for 3, couple of RBIs for him. A triple as well. There was an RBI triple by Garcia that opened the scoring in the first. He's ahead 2-0 now after that one in the dirt by Thibodeau. 2-0. High 3-0. Rio. Called strike on the outside corner. Wind has died down substantially. 3-1. That one's fouled. It's 3-2. Garcia not happy with that. Felt like he just missed it. Had a big hack at it. Instead, the count's full to the graduate senior from Houston. Ball 4. That'll bring up Hal Perez. Well, the bat's fallen to Hal Perez here. UHV leading 14-6, just needing 2 runs to end this game early via the run rule. And who better to do it than Hal Perez? 3 for 4, 4 RBIs. Perez line shot at the third baseman. Dugas, the throw. Hal had to just get out of the way. Oh, goodness. We're having fun. So now it's time for Terry Burrell to dig in with 1 gone. Runner in scoring position, that's Jacob Goings coming in to run for Christian Garcia. Breaking ball. Misses 1-0. Coming into today, UHV leads the all-time series 44-34 against the Generals. They've won the last 2. 1-0. Misses 2-0. Last meeting came in the Red River Athletic Conference tournament, an elimination game in which LSUA led 6-2. And UHV roared back to win 9-6. 2-0. Called strike 2-1. Burrell 2 for 4 today. Couple of singles for him. Also a walk. Good day at the office for him. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Goings at second. And there's a ground ball. Left side, the shortstop. Ponte has it. In time, says the umpire. Couple of ground outs. Advance the runner to third. And that brings up Rafael Gutierrez. We had a 2-run double back in the second. Thibodeau, breaking ball, in there for a strike. Gutierrez pokes that one into left field. It's an RBI for him. And the Jags extend their lead 15-6. First cuts of the day for the freshman, Brady Thompson. He entered in the top of the eighth as the right fielder, replacing Jose Montanez. And the freshman from Baytown takes a call strike on the outside corner. It's 3 RBIs now for Rafael Gutierrez. It's an 0-2 count, though, to Thompson. 5 at-bats for Jose Montanez. He came up big with a 2-run double back in the 7th. 0-2 on the way. That one's fouled off. Good protective swing there by Thompson. It's a noon doubleheader tomorrow, full of events. The President's Tailgate. Dr. Bob Glenn and his wife Lori putting that on. 0-2. That one poked fouled. We'll hold 0-2. The homecoming winners will be announced before game 1. We'll also recognize the Young Alum of the Year. 0-2. That one's down 1-2. In between games, it'll be senior day, as the Jags will honor Jean-Michael Gonzalez, Christian Garcia, Juan Perez, Mason Longoria, Hal Perez, Alejandro Bello, Rafael Gutierrez, Drew Bradbury, and Julian Garcia. 1-2. Swing and a miss. That'll do it. But the Jags played another. They lead 15-6. As we go to the ninth, the Jags looking for a historic win here at Riverside.
Leading off in the Jaguars,
2, 3, and 4 due up for LSU Alexandria here in the ninth. Zach Mangarelli, Blaze Foot, and Jackson Bernard scheduled here in the ninth. Justin Morales, first pitch, breaking ball inside. And yeah, if Morales can record the 3 outs here in the ninth, he would get the save for throwing 3 innings, recording 9 outs. 1-0 is high. But I might just be jinxing it. Maybe I need to keep my mouth shut. We'll see. 2-0. It's in there for a strike, 2-1. UHV leading 15-6. And this would be the 35th win of the season and set a record. By the way, it was Rafael Gutierrez RBI single that extended the lead to 9. Called strike 2. Morales has the sign and deals the 2-2. Just outside, count goes full. Full count to the leadoff man, Zach Mangarelli, who's 1 for 3. Lifts this one into deep center field. Terry Burrell, though, tracks it down for out number 1. One gone for Blaze Foot. He's 0 for 3. He was hit by a pitch. Ground out, strikeout, and a fly out. For the senior from Gonzales, Louisiana. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses, 1-0. One zero. Called strike 1, 1-1. Morales deals. It's a base hit, back up the middle. With 1 out, there's 1 aboard for the Generals. Jackson Bernard looking to follow Foot's lead. Bernard's 1 for 3. He had a 2-run single back in the 5th, part of that 4-run frame. First pitch on the way to him. Breaking ball misses inside. Outfield playing fairly deep. That one's in there, 1-1. Runner on first, that's Blaze Foot. This one lifted on the infield. D. Torres has it. And there are 2 gone. Desmond Dugas is the last hope for the Generals as they're down to their final out here in game one. Pitch on the way. Ground ball, softly hit. That'll do it. The Jags win. And that is historic. That is 35 wins, the most in a single season in program history. So let's go ahead and get you the final stats or the highlights. Ryan Rodriguez picks up his first career win after throwing 2 stellar innings behind Brady Parker, allowing just 2 hits, striking out 3. And then Justin Morales comes in and picks up the unconventional save, throwing 3 innings, his 3rd save this season. And it was 5 shutout innings by UHV's relief pitchers. And then it was Hal Perez having himself a day. 4 RBIs, 3 hits. He finished a triple shy of the cycle. Also a 2-run double by Rafael Gutierrez, a 2-run double by Jose Montanez, a 2-run single by Jackson Purcell as the Jags win 15-6 here at Riverside Stadium. That'll do it for us here. We want you to join us once again tomorrow, 12 o'clock, first pitch at Riverside for Senior Day and Homecoming. Thank you for tuning in on the Jaguar Sports Network.